I could swear I had a loadout for this.
Right?
So could Watson.
I said that last week.
Haven't you been to multiple of these?
Yeah, that's why I could swear I had a loadout for this.
Don't you know that the full arsenal box is the other box, separate
Yep.
from the two over here?
But I don't have a loadout in there either.
I had a loadout last week and I was mocked when it disappeared.
I mean, if you keep talking, I'm sure we'll find something else to mock you about.
That's okay, I'm cool.
Like that, because everyone knows that's a lie.
That's not a lie.
Do your kids think you're cool?
No, but you know,
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right.
listen.
I'm listening.
Yes, go on.
So I'll go over here and sob.
I don't like that render thing. Chicken butt. Nice. How are you guys doing? We're still in the pre-prep of the operation. People are getting set up with their kits and whatnot. I also need to turn on my TFAR plugin. There we go. And grab some more water. BRB, 1 second. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Yeah, I'm off today to watch you live.
Whew. Medic Fox, thanks for the resub. You're off today. Watch me live. Nice. Hope you enjoy the stream today, and hope you continue to enjoy the streams. My bad. How are they alive in Brazil? Good question. Only a handful of them tend to die. Though I've noticed this campaign's been quite tough on them. Even at 20% accuracy last time. That was
What helmet is that?
interesting.
Find this gonna work. The fuck?
You okay there? He's squeaking. It's like a balloon deflating your.
What did I just hear?
I'll look up my skirts.
There's no Shadow Man in this campaign. Today was supposed to be New Horizons. I did not finish setup for New Horizons. I've been a little too busy with IRL stuff, unfortunately, but hey, it's okay. This is a really, really simple operation. Get in, loot the shit, blow it up, and get out. You just gotta kill the Soviet liaisons, the Brazilian military, shoot down their helicopters, and fuck right off. And I know what you're thinking. Why is there a U.S. Marine flag if this is a Soviet plane? I got you covered,
Yeah,
Chief.
okay. Well, that
I got
answers
you
that.
covered.
Alright, well, that answers that question. Do I need mods? I forget.
No mods for this one.
Okay.
False flag, baby. Tiberius hits the nail on the head.
Sunshine?
Thanks, sweetheart. Hi, everybody.
Hi, troopers.
Hi, Trooper.
Hi.
Hi. What's up, Liru?
I'm saying mine at the end and whispering it to show how much I like you.
Kind of fucking scares me, to be honest with you. I kind of went for the gun, but it's alright. What's the name of the operation, please?
CIA Wet Dream Phase 6. Drum doesn't like that name though, so we'll call it whatever Drum wants to call it.
What was the other name? It was like wet something though. Wet work.
Wet Work. That was the one we came up with. Yeah. Do 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 do
Okay.
do 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 do.
I don't.
Do do
I-
do do
why,
do.
why are you yelling at me?
Do 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 do. Oh shit! Ah, I lost.
You're still yelling at me.
Well, all right. Records 5. Do do
There
do
you
do 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 do. Do 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 do. I could just beat my record.
Scrambled.
Awesome. Do 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 do.
Think about that.
Do
Think about that.
do do do.
You can plead the fifth. I won't arrest you.
Do 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 do. Oh shit! Why is that one bouncing off like that? Game, why you gotta do me dirty? No! What the fuck? How did it? What? What?
Steve. Steven, you know what we call that on the street?
What?
There we go. Well, I was gonna say narcs.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. How did that happen?
No,
Out
it's
of
the night vision
all of
you
that.
gave me.
How did that happen?
Yeah, last mission.
Don't fuck with the guy's memory.
Sure, somebody, one of you get.
All right. So anyway, these were supposed to be bigger, but it glitched out and didn't save them. So I improvised. We have a bunch of ammo boxes on the sides as well. I'm gonna grass cut them to add some emphasis to them. That should be good. Yep. Well, I mean, this is meant to be like an hour-long operation, similar to the Star Wars one I wanted to run today, but that got klabootoed. Here, actually, let me show you the preview for that op, because that was a really cool op. But it got pushed back because someone else wanted the slot, and they technically claimed it before me, and I'm like, all right, sure, like I'll just run it next week. And then someone else tried to make it a big deal, and I'm like, why? Like, no harm, no foul. Like, dude, calm the fuck down. But anyway, that was my morning. People trying to make drama, and I'm like, why? Like, who needs that? All right, here. Let me give you guys a little sneak peek of that. Which tab would that be? Nope, that's my camera. There we go. All right, 1 second. Let me mute my music here. So this will be next week at noon. EST. I wanted to have like a spaceship battle with some fighters going off, but it kept like crashing the server down to like 10, 15 frames, which was annoying. I'm gonna probably add some smoke effects to those two outside turrets too, because they don't have a destroyed texture, but that's the AO and they just have to assault the control room. I don't know. I think that'll be cool. Anyway, let's get back on task. But yeah, having the gunfire. What I'm thinking is, it looked like when I did some preliminary testing, the server was able to handle like 2 or 3 X-Wings charging the Star Destroyer without too much frame packet loss. Why did I say packet there? There's no packets. Too much frame loss. So we'll probably have like 2 or 3 X-Wings charge the Star Destroyer, and then the Star Destroyer like will shoot them down. It's actually pretty cool. But that'll basically be going on as they're doing their fight. And that op's only going to take like an hour. But I'm like, fuck it. Let's do like some random bullshit Star Wars thing. And throw in a Halo map, because those are the best sci-fi maps I have. You know, Assault Control Room, Empire style. Fuck it. Why not?
No, because then we don't get shot.
Next RUF op, that got delayed again. I'm so sorry. That'll be next Tuesday.
I don't think he heard.
I got caught up doing horror stuff.
Care.
Players haven't started yet. They're still chilling. Some people came late, which is weird, because this is op with no mods. I think what happened was people are coming late because people that normally don't want to show up to the other campaign were told that last second that this isn't going to be that campaign, because I told Drum last second that this is going to be the CIA campaign instead of the other one that's modded. So people just trickled in. That's why we're starting late. So it's on me at the end of the day if you really wanted to blame someone.
One's He-Man.
So it just means I've made the AO slightly more difficult. I added more patrols, added some Soviet stuff. Yah-dee-da. Fallout campaign is the New Horizons campaign that also is run with the 506 at this time slot. Usually I alternate between the two, but I
25 years.
no, I'm not tempting Clane again. But I didn't finish it because they're going to a completely new area, and they told me they wanted to go to that area 2 weeks ago. So I've been prepping it, but I didn't finish it in time because this is also where we get to like the Masked, which is another faction. I built almost all their territory. I almost got 80% of my garrisons done, but I didn't finish the other, the OG big bad faction in their territory in there because they have some, and I didn't finish making all the custom kits because I had to focus on the little YouTube algorithm shift and why that's killing the channel, which I guess, no, it is putting the sub count in the negative, so yeah, it is technically killing the channel. Yay.
Which means absolutely nothing. We're just
Oh,
all
well.
battle buddies.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, life of a YouTuber. Little things come up. And it sucks too, because all the money I'm making now, I'm not going to see till January, but, you know, New Year, I'd like to be able to... One of the New Year's resolutions I wanted to do was start paying off my mortgage at a higher rate, and I might not be able to do that now, so... yes, the 506 uses that Lamb's AI thing, which, yeah, we're gonna see the AI. Have you ever seen the Arma 3 AI? It's actually not that bad. Add some AI mods, it's great. But for whatever reason, the 506's custom blend of AI mods with this map, specifically it's the trees that cause everything apparently, because Cherry tried to do something with this map and had the same exact issues. He's the other Zeus that used to Zeus on the Wednesday slot as well. It makes the AI stupid. Of course, I point the finger at Lamb's AI, but it's not Lamb's AI's fault. It's the gutted version of Lamb's AI that for 506 to use, combined with this map, that is the real cause of it. Of course, that doesn't stop me from shitting on Arma 3 AI mods, because I always shit on Arma 3 AI mods. But it just, I get to point the finger and laugh when, you know, a squad starts shooting at a random tree line opposite of where the combat is, and then they paint like half of another squad patrolling and they all die, and then that squad starts shooting back because of Lamb's suppression. It just domino effects, and it's so interesting to watch. Last week's AO on the fucking airfield, the amount of random firefights that were going on was just astounding, which made sense if you really wanted to break it down, but most people aren't into stuff like that. Like, they don't know or think to know that that exists for Arma 3. In the real world, yes, if there's a group of special forces around and your garrison is untrained and spooked easily, yeah, they're going to start suppressing random tree lines thinking they're the bad guys. Totally believable, 100%. That's happened all the fucking time throughout war, but this is a video game with a computer that doesn't feel, that doesn't give remorse, that will execute you shooting through 3 different bushes that hit you in the face. Where did that humanity get filtered in? And I don't want a computer to have humanity, because then we get into a Terminator scenario. And I support John Connor of the Resistance, but I don't support being put in some little frickin' kill camp by a bunch of metal dudes with miniguns, okay? That went into a little tirade there. I apologize. See, I asked them for their multis today, and they didn't give them to me, so I don't know whether or not they want to be part of the multi or not, but fuck it, we're going to put it on because you people tell me to.
Hey, Liru.
Why did someone just passionately whisper? What the fuck?
You gotta whisper deeper, the more sultry.
Well, that's because when I'm in the Zeus interface, I seldom see you. Why are you giving me sexy time whispers I don't normally... oh.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh.
How you doing?
What's
We're
up?
ready for a briefing.
All right. Sorry, I was giving a little tirade about your AI mod and how they killed each other last mission. It was really funny. All right. Rand. Fancy word for Rand.
Oh, okay. Thanks, man.
All right. So, in your last mission, you were able to go to the Brazilian airfield and wreak havoc, destroying pretty much all of their planes, except for one small transport that got away, but it's insignificant. And all the helicopters they had stationed there. That has severely crippled their air power in the region. They still have access to a few helicopters, but in terms of planes, we will more than likely not be seeing any in this entire campaign. Now, the good news for that is it ties into this operation. While you were raiding that airfield, there was apparently going to be a Soviet munitions plane that was going to land at the airfield and deliver supplies. Because they were unable to, because the airfield was under attack, and they were able to properly reestablish comms with their garrison in the Soviet Union itself, because you took out their really fancy radio tower in the mission prior, they were unable to land at another airfield and decided to make a controlled landing at a remote location they believed that guerrilla forces wouldn't be able to get into. That location is marked on the map. It is a few clicks to our south. We don't know where the crash site is specifically, but we do know they were trying to land on the airfield and they overshot it, so the plane would have gone from left to right, west to east. We also know that the Brazilian and Soviet forces here are all over the wreck because they're going to quickly try to recover what munitions that are there. The resistance cannot allow these munitions to get into Brazilian hands because that will gear them with some very advanced weaponry in terms of 1970 standard. And that will let them pretty much steamroll any resistance that the guerrillas currently have and their holdings. So you guys are going to be sent in to basically destroy these supplies. Now, if you think these supplies will help you going forward, feel free to take as much as you can, but we cannot hold the position where it is in fear of the Brazilians and even Soviets sending a lot to try to recover them to keep them out of your hands at that point. So the AO is simple. Get to the crash site, find where the munitions are being held, and destroy them. Take what
How big of a plane was it?
It was a C-130 under a false flag. That's how they were able to get through the U.S.'s systems of security. So it's basically a C-130.
Will one satchel be enough to take it all out?
One of the piles, yes, but there might be multiple piles of munitions they're collecting. I'd at least recommend 4.
4 satchels or 4 demo charges?
4
I don't think we're gonna
demo
be able to carry
charges.
4. Okay. Do we already have? Okay. We should be set on that.
Now, considering the area, it's very remote, so they probably won't have ground-based vehicles, but they will surely have aircraft. Soviets are going to be taking a keen interest in this, so you might see some of those Mi-24 things on top of the Hueys that the Brazilian government has. We were able to bring the vehicles you left behind a few ops ago, the BMP, 2 M113s, and a truck. They're over there. However, I would not recommend them today, because it might be hard for you to spot the enemy aircraft with them through a jungle, but those AGMs will surely be able to spot you. That's just my advice, but if you want to risk it, feel free. Any questions?
No, look like it.
All right, once you've done the mission, normally I'd have you go to another flag location, but because this is kind of a remote area, just come back here and we'll end the mission and assumed we then crossed the water and went to the town of, why did I scroll into that? Susandanaga. Yeah.
Roger.
Anyone able to carry an extra round for this or 2?
Good luck. Mission's live.
Okay.
I got a little window to watch them.
I think I can get.
I'm also maxed out.
David, you're doing the good old lean.
I will fix that in a
I
second.
think it said Danaga instead of Danaga. Whatever. Close enough. I'm really bad with my diction and annotation,
Drop a mouse for a stinger.
which I don't think that even means what I think it means.
The Maws and just carry ammo for both the Maws and the Stinger.
Ferris, I will try, but I don't really have any method to do it.
All right, let's orient straight south.
Toggle to the lean mode and watch them through the window? Yeah, right?
Let me know when you're ready to move.
Ready to move.
So it looks like they're not going to bring the vehicles
All right,
today.
upset.
Interesting.
Steven, switch your hip.
I mean, I
Yeah,
could
well-
see the BMP being useful, but again, it could just get AGM'd by the MI-24, which is a lot more likely, so we'll see.
Alright, second.
And then after this stream, I don't have anything planned. I was going to do some more looting of
Want some extra here? Yeah,
bearing,
these are-
because I have those 8 gas filters, and I already have some trades lined up for some of the gear I got for more gas filters, so I was going to burn through them, potentially move my tent base even further away,
We'll push from the
so I
east
could,
end to the west end of that.
Nice.
I can deploy that third pen,
150.
Me pushing 150 and then we'll
and, you know, we'll just see where
east
all
to
that
west.
goes.
through the search zone. Give him a second. to
Also,
push
the
out.
only metal dude Liru needs is Bloodwing. What? What does Bloodwing have to do with it? Business is business, even in DayZ. Yeah, but it'll also let me process footage in the background as I'm
We're gonna have
loot
clips
running
to
that
the
stuff,
east
so...
end of that crash site area, but we're probably gonna run into contact long before then.
These guys, all I've
East to
put
west.
for generics is a CIA Black Ops team called Havoc Team 3. I don't really get into the specifics of that because, well, you're never going to find specifics of CIA Black Site teams. They make sure of that. I'll probably cycle it through the two,
Nice,
that
that
and
one, I think.
Discotheque, but I'm also going to probably rock the VSS instead since 7.62 by 39 ammo is impossible to loot there. But I can use the VSS to, you know, I want to see how good it is against bloodsuckers,
Yeah,
which
John,
is
I'm
not going to be that
straight
good because it's
southeast
like
of
slightly bigger than a pistol caliber. It's more for picking off zombies. And thanks for dropping by, Broadshore. Now, when they get closer, they'll eventually be able to hear the helicopters. I mean, that should be their first attraction to this area itself, but, you know. We'll watch them go in. It's a little bit of a walk. Probably should have hinted they could at least take the transport truck, but the BMP would be easier to pick off.
Can I get up to the edge of this tree line and stop?
Roger. Building split on the left and right side.
Yeah, Barb's right. I'm just an idiot when it comes to mathematics.
I'm gonna have to the edge of this tree line and stop. Copy.
But yeah, I'm not sure if I'll stream it or not. I guess I will. It was funny, though, I logged back on before we started this stream, just so I could go over some of my inventory, because I'm trading some of the stuff out. And a polar bear spawned right next to my base, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I'm like, how did that get here?
Roger, well, we got like fucking 6 stinger rounds this time, so. Stopping.
So the VSS in DayZ can take both.
All right, we've got
It
600
can
meters
chamber
so
in
far.
9 by 39. I'm actually not
On the
sure.
left side,
I don't think
staying
so,
up above
actually.
the tree, So straight east.
Roger.
Because I know in
We're pushing east about 200 meters.
this
and then
game,
we're
in
gonna
Arma 3,
continue.
you can chamber both with 9 by 39.
Then continue.
Yep, holding.
And 9 by 39 is great against bloodsuckers and Stalker. Not sure about DayZ. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll find out. Looks like there's a little bit of miscommunication in orders. That's not good.
You lost your radio? Shit.
Hey everyone, let's talk shit about him on the radio.
Cool. Nice, dude. Nice.
My earbuds fell out of my ear.
I got an extra pair in my backpack.
Yeah, make sure to look out for one, I guess. We're running up through there, Ash. Should we hold or slow down?
Yeah, slow down.
What are my thoughts on the new Stalker game coming out? That's been coming out for years. I'm not sure if we'll ever see it, but hey, it would be cool if it does come out.
Want me to keep going through this?
I haven't avidly played through the Stalker games like a lot of other people, so I'm not the biggest fan of it, I'd say, but I'd still like to give it a shot.
All the way across.
It's a very interesting and unique universe, and I'd love to play through more of it, you know?
Move it.
I mean, the one issue with the Stinger is the range and the minimum arming distance. That was the issue with last time. They couldn't get a lock on it because it was within a very close range. At that close of a range, you should honestly just go for a Maz shot instead. We'll just have to see. So they'll start reaching the outbound perimeters soon. They're not going to be able to hear the choppers for another little bit, though. I'm just hoping they steal a truck to get back quicker. That would be my one hope. I think I'm also going to put a squad down to do patrol. Just to at least add a little bit of a challenge. We'll put 2 down, and in the meantime, let's go ahead, grab our global, and set it to a manageable level that will let them sneak by. So we'll change it to that for now. And I think at this rate, we're going to start circling the Huey. All the aircraft are set to careless hold fire. I decide when they are going to aggro. But yeah, now we're just going to rack up the difficulty. I wouldn't bet on Drum getting getting headshotted from the enemy, because honestly, it's a guarantee.
Helicopter audio south.
That's close.
Southwest correction. Helicopter commotion overhead. Get into a bush and get low.
Helicopter, helicopter.
See us even if we'd been moved.
It's a Huey.
Keep moving.
But free money.
Moving.
Yeah, more like a how long till Drum gets shot in the head. Yeah. I mean, he's the point man right now, so just something you gotta think about.
Fail.
Any mines? No. Simply because this AO is too spontaneous for minefields to exist. Minefields have only been in areas that have been defensively feasible for the enemy OPFOR. So islands, for example, there were none on this island because it was thought to be too well guarded. Areas in here, but this is literally like nothing. And this crash site happened during the previous AO, so these guys are kind of fresh into this AO, so there's been no time for minefields. There's not really a good way to show AI making minefields, so I didn't really bother with it. There are ways to do it, but I don't trust the AI to do it on this server, considering everything else I've seen. Did you actually just put a pole down to bet that you're managing that then? I don't know who put that pole down, but you're managing that one. That's not tied to me. That one's not tied to me, sir. I want these guys to be set to aware. Otherwise, they won't do their actual patrol. Are all of you set to aggro? I freaking hate this AI. You have nothing to be into combat mode for. Just aware because you're on perimeter security. Like, why? Why do you hate me so much? What, just because you have friendly helicopters flying around, that puts you to combat? So dumb. I mean, look at Drum's helmet, all right? That's not Drum. Drum's not the point man anymore. He's got that big black out helmet, all right? How do we know that that helmet isn't actually that's not the Alton, that's something else. But how do we know that that's not just a giant magnet, all right,
Somebody in here.
with black paint?
I didn't say shit.
All right, so we're gonna get these two patrols crossing here. Oh no. Send in Goat Team 6 now. It's literally going to T-bone into him. Mustache Man Bro, thanks for the 40-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. The paint's magnetic. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it burns them.
Ooh.
Heels coming back.
Yeah, I literally walked right into him. Jesus. Right into Kendall.
Danger close contact west. Within 50 meters.
That was a little too close.
Heels come back.
All outbound patrols are going to start coming in.
That shit starts hovering over us. Get the fucking MG to light it up.
Why is there a little N that comes up? That's so hip. That's so funny. I like it, but it's like, this is an old-ass Huey. I'm gonna reposition. Still no one's noticed Kendall. Oh, it's gone aggro. Guys. Here, what if I...
160.
What if we hold their hand a little bit?
I got Kendall down right here.
The man suddenly appears.
Bravo's a casualty.
Halt. Roger, we're waiting on you.
Copy.
So now they're going to try to determine if that's guerrilla or special forces. It'd be quicker to assume it's the special forces because they were already operating in this area. Now, I'm not trying to drag anything for specific orders because I'm too worried about a drag glitch, so I'm going to try to box them, which is me drawing that box.
Picking it up. Move 160.
Yeah, my patrols are in really shitty spots. At this point, I'd rather have those two become a blocking force. This force supersedes, and this force just goes straight in. That would be a good level of orders here, these guys. All right, so this guy is the guy in the lead. He's scouting, sees all the bodies. He's going to let his squad catch up. These little idiots. And the Huey's still circling.
If you guys get a clear shot on those birds, take them out.
Yeah, we're looking.
Are they trying to GL it? Oh, that's cute. They're gonna hear that gunfire, though, over the chopper, because gunshots are loud.
Huey up to the north is down.
Roger, I'm still hearing another bird out to the west-southwest.
I'm gonna be honest, that
Sounds
was
like
pretty
it's coming
fucking
this-
impressive. It always impresses me when you're able to shoot down an aircraft with a rocket.
But continue moving until it's a...
Because that thing's flying at least 150 meters above you.
Copy.
You're making the shot through a thick jungle, and you're still able to land that shot and lead it. It's pretty good. It's not like it's hovering over. No, they're literally flying over, going like 100 kilometers an hour. It's trying to go quick. All right, at this rate, have them take their safeties off.
Is anyone else carrying a stinger around?
They hear the other Hueys, excuse me, helicopters. One's a Huey, one's an Mi-24. But at that point, that should be attracting them to go in that direction. Because now I think they're going to do like a combing pattern, so it might take them a hot second.
How many stinger rounds do you guys have left?
Wait, one.
Really wish the AI would be quicker on the pathfinding here. Yeah, the tree line's too thick for that jungle canopy, unfortunately. But this might let them... They might get away with a disengage here. Because everything right now is focused on trying to come up to their position. Why are you stuck in place? Come on. You have your orders. I just chalk this up to incompetence at the squad level side.
About 4.
For not knowing how to maneuver, showing cowardice.
2 is offsides on 1.
And then this bullshit of, this guy's moved up. What the fuck are these idiots doing, They should be up with the fucking
Cut straight south.
squad leader. Said they're
you
gonna
guys
glitch
stop
the
for
fuck
some reason?
out.
We stopped engaging.
Doing that go to cover animation,
Are you gonna be back?
Yeah, we're coming.
My trooper just have to bail. That's worrisome. See, it's like, where are you going?
Send fucking one of you guys to my team's location. He's gonna have to switch to this team.
We're gonna switch when the guy.
Maybe some IRL shit happened. Who knows?
Copy.
Who was an alpha before we tore you away?
Well, no, I am going to do DayZ. I'm just wishy-washy on whether or not I'm going to stream it or not. Because sometimes I just play video games to relax. It'll depend on who's on.
Sending Watson to you. Let me try.
Yeah, we're going to have him close the gap
Say
here.
We're sending Watson to you. Copy, we got him. Got him on our net now. On your pause. Actuals off comms. Roger. I don't know if we want to wait for actual get back up.
Alright.
Yeah, but it's whole security.
So I'm ignoring the fact they're over there. We just had 2 guys sweep here. It has left a blind spot here because these guys have failed to maneuver. So I'm gonna want to plug that hole by sending those guys over. I'm gonna order that group to get with them. That group's gonna directly go forward, but again, they're just, I don't know why they're sitting there. So they're gonna cross. I'm gonna assume they utilize the gap. We're gonna plug that. And then that would mean they either maneuver it around to the left or far on the right if they're still in the AO, but I'm not gonna pursue. I'm gonna focus on defense as the enemy commander.
Cut straight west.
Boat patrols haven't spotted anything on the coast. So I'm actually going to order that squad to form a blocking position there. And once again, they're going the wrong direction. So I'm going to break them apart, let them rejoin. I honestly think they're just getting stuck in the forest and their pathfinding gets stuck on loops. That's my only thought on why this is happening. Have him zigzag up there, because this maneuver should have been done already, and I should be now like protecting this guard and sending forces south, but because the AI are being so fucking slow.
Sounded right into one of those choppers.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook that group around. This squad I'm gonna send up to the edge of the perimeter and then pull it back.
Let's cut northwest. Disregard.
I think this is the second time I've repasted this squad.
Follow us. We're gonna see if we can get an angle on that other
I'm
helicopter.
gonna send that south.
I got smoke bearing 295. Get up here and get a shot on this helicopter, and then we'll start pushing it.
Right here.
Copy.
Okay.
Yeah, it is hovering looking north, so get a fucking shot on it right now.
Shot out.
Alright, push 300 straight towards the
Alright.
smoke. That's probably our crash.
Moving.
Everything needs to go over there at this point. Now one more thing I'm gonna do. This has to be set up over here. So I'm gonna have that fly over and pretend it's landing troops. And then once it lingers there for a minute or two, I can then send it back.
Eyes on the bird, straight towards where we're going. Keep moving that way. 400 to 500.
Copy. Your combs are breaking up.
This is running on a dedicated server. Sorry for not answering that sooner.
No, we'll be there soon enough.
24, I'm gonna hold in reserve. Because we're expecting an attack at this point.
I don't like how quiet it's been so far. I don't know if we just chose a route that managed to sneak in through their patrols or what, but be ready for a bunch of shit from every direction once we get up here.
Did you hear him yell fuck as he went down?
Contact northwest from 2.
Alright, beehive
Guys,
time.
In Tiger Stripe with suppressors, danger.
More contact moving left. Of 2.
3.
I'm gonna wait till they get to the actual plane.
Steven.
Stevens
Bunch
is
of
down.
dudes up at the crash site is.
Are you the one shooting? That is one hell of a range.
Trucks after the far west. Moving west from 2.
The pistol roll trick. I haven't seen that trick in years.
Even suppressors southwest.
Yeah, try spinning. That's a good trick, right?
Roger, we've turned to engage these guys coming from our north.
That ricochet just skipped right in.
Looks like we have context teams also.
Alright, so they're dealing with the blunt of the force coming in here. Those guys are going to take forever to go in. The blunt of that force is going to take a hot second. That helicopter's coming in. These chuckleheads are going to take a hot second to get in as well. I'm going to hold these guys here for now, just in case there's a secondary attack. We'll probably wait 5 to 10 minutes. And if nothing happens, then I'll break them apart and send them up.
Aircraft west.
Roger, get the fucking Stinger looking that direction.
What's the reference one? Roger, push northeast.
Yep, so these squads are going to catch Drum and Cherry out of position.
What's your stat?
We're over on the south side of the crash site.
We're going to wait till the Soviets start feeling like they're getting pinned here.
South, but sporadic.
Did you just throw a... Okay, that I'm
Contact
about to say, that better not have been a
direct west on the side
frag.
of the opening, maybe 200 meters.
Also ignore the fact that they speak Farsi. We're just going to pretend that that was Russian. Okay? Wink. I have them set to speak Russian, but sometimes when you copy-paste them, it resets them back to their default CSAT kit. Alright, let's, yeah, he's throwing a smoke. He's clearly panicking, so let's go ahead and send in the 24. Alright, that's gonna
Possible shots
cause...
north from 1, correction, 2.
these units to fold.
Behind, northwest, coming southeast.
Roger, you guys got the only thing capable of taking care of that.
Line it up. Shot out. Hit.
Push your backpack.
Still intact. I think it's going down to southwest. It's going down
Wow.
southwest.
Oh, auto rotate out, baby.
Still shots north of 2.
Ooh.
Behind, auto rotated out to the west.
Ooh. Nice. Gotta give credit where credit's due. That was pretty nice.
One chicken.
We're over here, we're to the east, we're pushing north across the field.
Copy, it's definitely caught
Try
north.
and hit. Be advised, we got guys coming back up from behind us east. We're turning.
All right, by now that's deployed 2 squads, so let's go ahead and spawn them on the ground, then send that chopper back. One full circle will be the amount it takes to land and load up 2 more squads. That's my point of QRF.
Alright, cut back north towards our position. We got guys coming up from behind us as well. I want us to reconsolidate since we got guys coming up.
How did you...
Copy.
Okay. You just... Alright, cool. Gonna pretend you people have a brain. Let's say he died in the... That was your squad leader, alright. I still hear the gunshots from here, though, so how about you just come in? Ooh, the GLs.
Did you guys copy and cut back northeast to our position?
Need firm, we're gonna engage from the crash site.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want you to fucking move back here so we can be together.
Copy, moving.
Trying to have them reconvene at the crash site itself. Oh, I ran out of ammo. Took him a second.
Behind me, like, I don't know where the guy came from.
We're
He
getting
was
engaged from our
there.
southeast and from our north and northwest.
Fucked up.
I didn't spawn him in. He was just there.
Copy, we're on east side of the
Sir.
wreck. Pushing north.
Wolf, I just spawn when people schedule me to stream certain ops for communities outside of TSB, you know? I have to work to their schedule, so I apologize that they do 506 streams while you're working.
First, because we got guys coming from behind us, east, southeast.
Shooters down south.
Alright, so I got those guys trickling in. These guys are going to take forever because they're already
So I want you
aggroed.
to move to our position and then cut north across the field.
Of course they are.
Come back in on the crash site from the west.
Copy, coming southeast.
Oh, see, that's the drag glitch.
Alright, just stay where you're at and get eyes west. We're pushing across to the north from where we're at.
Copy.
Since you're so close to the crash site, just go up and use the fucking helicopter or the bird as a cover.
Bird's way down there. I think it means the actual airplane. So far, I mean, despite a few shortcomings with the AIS Pathfinder, which is to be expected, player base is doing quite well. I'm gonna hit his Stinger because he's invincible with that Stinger on him. See the little planks on the stainer? Woo!
Two guys at this place.
Yeah, see, I hit him in the head on the last shot. Little planks.
Getting shot by for the suppressed contacts.
Roger, we just killed one up near us. Continue moving to the crash site.
Yeah, so I'm keeping the garrison guys back here to at least shoot up the crash site here. I wish I could do like some knocked over trees and whatnot, but I need an additional mod for it, unfortunately, because the trees aren't normally spawnable.
Move up and clear the back.
Did Drum just get shot?
Clear the back side of the crash
No, he did not.
site
Okay.
inside the fucking bird itself. I just shot 3 guys back there.
Copy.
Backside of the plane.
All right. So it's still a little ways away, but what I could do at this rate is let's get some non-gunships. The chopper gunner versions. We can claim they're already deployed. I'm just gonna spawn them on this field for the sake of ease. Set them both to combat. They're already on combat because this game's weird. Set them both to seek and destroy. Hey, Boo, did you order the thing I asked for? Thanks, Boo. I appreciate it. Not much. Just 506 stuff. Cheers. As am I. How are you doing, Boo?
Yeah, this price is good right here.
So these are RHS crates. They're the full ones. They've got all the AFRF guns in them because I don't mind if they take them.
Let's have 3 people on security and 2 people doing the truck.
Yes. It had a rough landing, as you can see. Yeah. It got bumpy with the hills. Yes. The textures were supposed to be bigger, but the scaling didn't work the way I wanted it to. I'd love some boobs. Okay. Whoa, okay. Whoa, right in the mic, too. All right. I appreciate it. And once that hits it on the head, the Val is meant to be an assault rifle, whereas the Ventores is supposed to be a sniper marksman rifle.
We're those 40s are going off to where that downed helo is. It's down high.
Thank you for the hydrate, Boo.
Doesn't look damaged.
Much better than last week. So we got a big stem of enemies coming. I got 2 Hueys coming in. 24 is coming back. I'll deploy a squads on them in a minute. I am slouching, my bad. Excuse me. So once that my 24 stays there for a minute, I'll redeploy it. I'm going to break these guys apart. Bye, Boo. Thanks for dropping by. That's a pilot. We can say he gets extracted. What are you, just a bunch of riflemen that got stuck? Yeah, pretty much. The basil's fine. It was the mint that was having the mildew issue. Ooh. Oh, God. That's no bueno.
She was black. Do you have another Stinger missile?
They have Iglas in there, so I can always use those as well.
I think Stevens had one.
Yeah, we got the other 2 Stinger rounds over here to the west near the down.
I think they just killed one of them. Nice.
Otherwise, it's just a fucking Huey. Shoot it down with the machine gun. There is another one coming. Here's something.
The fucking pilot just got shot out. Oh my, it's still gonna explode in a second. Oh my god.
You guys okay from that crash?
Holy shit. Yeah, Soviets are doing false flag stuff, but this is like for the international scale. Locally, it doesn't really matter, but to get, you know, into the US's hemisphere, that's what that plane's for. All right, well.
Almost unloading truck.
That was a nice bit of an adventure. They're loading the truck with it. All right, creative. But yeah, this is gonna be a quickie at this rate.
We're moving one of the trucks closer to the cache.
Ah, these poor, poor cowards. Come on.
All right, we burned a couple of the crates over here. If you see any with anything good in them, load them up in one of the or two of the trucks, and let me know when that's done, and we'll get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, they do. Steven says.
Trucks are all loaded.
It's not a bolt action. That's Mark 14. Yeah, Mark 14 wants that. Because the AI do not like to run in, so.
2 trucks.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be a quick op compared to the others. Funny enough. Ah, poor Kendall. Rest in peace.
We're clear of the aircraft. Do you want to put debt on the aircraft also?
Say again?
That fucking,
You want to put debt on the aircraft?
Firm.
Has 2 trucks loaded with munitions. We're gonna put debt on the aircraft this time, or?
Why? What the fuck? No. Why are you not? That was weird. It was giving some input lag and I wasn't able to send them up properly. Jesus Christ. They put a thermite grenade on this poor bastard's windshield.
Taking sporadic suppress shots from the north.
Roger. Start reconsolidating around the bird. Bring those trucks around to the east side of the bird.
Copy.
Mac.
Not sure if that group's close enough. This dude, oh, that's just a death mark to indicate he died in the vehicle.
Taking fire from the east. 2 taking fire from the east. We're collapsing back to the trucks.
Doesn't have any AT on him.
I think I just saw thermite drill through the fucking engine block of that truck.
Uh-oh.
A lot of them on that plane. I wouldn't go into it.
Demo blocks, yeah. You got Perky down back here.
Yeah, this fucking guy just stuck around
There's a
over there.
casualty.
Can you make sure to the northeast there's not some guy? I thought I heard somebody reload.
Fuck!
No, just now.
Yep. Looking.
One of the trucks just blew up over here.
I complete order.
There's somebody with an RPG back to the east.
So, here's the deal. That guy should not have been alone with the truck
Did you guys get the
filled with
RPG
a bunch of munitions. I took advantage. I didn't pull the trigger either. I just, Oh!
Shots north.
Oh! I just... Oh! I'm... No! No! He was gonna get, like, the Brazilian Medal of Honor!
Back to the
No!
truck that's still up. Let's get
Oh,
it up.
Timmy! That's not a Spanish name.
We was waiting on one casualty to get up.
Portugal, man. I don't know. Damn. Sometimes you get the lucky headshot, and sometimes they get the lucky headshot on you. Oh. At least we demoed that. El Salvador, no. Isn't that a country? Ay, ay, ay. Rest in peace. He was my best soldier. Alright, yep, that's completed its routes. Now it's coming back.
Two's ready to move.
I honestly can't believe I got him with that. Let's see if they find him. That. Do I feel bad for one-tapping players? Yes. Did I think that would shoot and hit him in the back of the head at that range with a blind shot? No. And don't get me wrong, if that happened to me, I hate it too. But at the same time, if I watch the footage back and I see it's just a random lucky shot, I just go, damn.
Firm.
Players got me.
Alright, get pushed across to where I'm moving the truck, and then we'll reconsolidate and continue moving.
So what'd they get? The ammo crate and the special weapons crate. All right, yeah. So those were the more important ones anyway.
I just heard a disregard.
I don't have anything to tag them. Is Morris on the multi? Someone should go to one of the smaller streamers like Pigeon Hunter Stevens, or Troopers. If Troopers still streaming, I think he
Go ahead
left.
and put your extra
And
drive
say,
in the
hey,
truck.
where's
push
Morris?
North, about
Yeah, because Morris is the other one that's down. Go to Pigeon Hunter's
Push out demo.
stream, and just say, where's Morris?
I assume you guys blew that up.
Negative.
Turn camera back to blowing up
Go ahead
Remy's
and
helicopter and then the op. Yeah, right. That'll be the end. I'm half tempted to go to Pigeon Hunter stream and just go. You know the Drake and Josh meme? That's what I would do. Where's where's Morris?
Ready to move.
I'll even be nice. Where the Morris at? What the Morris doing? I normally don't do this, but I have to for the sake of... Oh, did he just die? I think he just died. Yep. Oh, well.
Hold the truck.
He's dead.
Dismount and move back.
All right. If he respawns, I'll tell him to rekit, and then they'll find him. Rest in peace, Mr. Morris. Rest in peace. I'm so sorry. If he respawns, I'll have him rekit and spawn him back to the south. This is why I really like the battle buddy system. Because it's easier to notice as the squad leader if 2 of your guys are missing.
Find your guy. We're holding west.
Otherwise,
Another
if
helo
people
income.
just fan out, then you're SOL, you know? I mean, I'm just going to pull it back and say 2 more squads are down because they're not going to get here by the time it's done. Yeah, right, Morris. All right. So, Morris, I killed you. I'm so sorry I did. The guy that shot the rocket, I was RCing him. I took the rocket launcher. I then ran off. Where was his body? He was the squad leader. Yeah. So I kept running. I was like right here. And I sprayed. I didn't even aim down the sight. I just put a shot down range and it hit you in the back of the head. And I feel bad about it. But it was just a blind fire. I'm like, oh, like what the hell? But oh dear. I've been using grass cutters to show the bodies, but
Fine bandaging.
they said they said you're fine. Oh dear.
Check on diagnosing.
Bro,
So
he's
you
dead.
found him?
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Hey, firm. Okay.
Take him
Back to the
okay.
truck.
I think they diagnosed you with death. Ooh. At least they're taking the stinger so it's not captured. That's smart, actually.
I can't carry anything. It's too damn heavy. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Rounds.
Moving back.
Mission was done. Could have been done a little cleaner, but definitely better than last week. Last week there were like 4 or 5 KIAs. Just because people broke apart on the airfield and like all cohesion fell apart. And the only reason the AI aren't getting closer is because the AI are interesting on this map. Yeah, no, last week's AO was brutal. Absolutely brutal. 4 or 5 out of like 10. They each got a second life, but after 2 lives, then it's done. But Griggs kept running off on his own. He went down a few times. People would just get caught in really bad angles without properly clearing things. Or people would run off on their own and try to clear buildings by themselves, and it didn't work out well. Because the 506, in my opinion, they have a really easy medical system, but if you get shot in the head, that almost always knocks your heart rate out if it's a 7.62 bullet or even some 5.56 rounds to the head. And you can't wake up if your heart's gone. Yeah, Rambo syndrome. That's one way to put it. I just call them lone wolves. But what I would end up doing is I capitalize on that because I'm a horrible, mean, evil Zeus. I will take one guy. I'll use him as bait. And if I'm nice, I'll like put pot shots by people. But the issue was I was trying to be nice. I was trying to get them to notice the guy and pick him up. So I would shoot at people's feet. The issue was I started shooting people in the foot. To the point people started thinking I had foot fetishes. It didn't help that I was shouting, "Give me your toes." Yeah, the toe hunter, exactly. But I think I shot Drum 5 times in the foot. I shot Cherry 5 times in the foot. And this was with an unsuppressed rifle. Was he suppressed? I actually don't remember. He might have been suppressed. He might not have been. No, he was suppressed. It was a VSS. I just kept plinking at the floor, and then I would hit their feet like 4 or 5 times, and they'd just like sit there and keep looking at the direction as they were being shot. And I'm like, hello? Sir? Hitting your foot. It took, I think, shooting at 4 different people for them to finally notice me. And then when they noticed me, I pulled back because right behind me was a down friendly, and I think Griggs died by then, but that was a very interesting stream. That was also a stream where at 15% accuracy, the AI decided to do 2 perfect airstrikes and wipe the player base once over. And I'm like, why? But the 3rd and the 4th airstrike, they completely whiffed. Yeah, with rockets. The rockets were dead on their position. I'm like, on a 15%, like I would get if it was like a massive spread and then a stray rocket hit them. Like, all right, 15%, that makes sense. But no, it was like 20 rockets dead on their position at 15% accuracy coefficient. I'm like, what the fuck? And then after those 2 were done and then the 2 other airstrikes happened, they were like way off course. I'm like, this is what I was expecting on 15%. Them to be like, completely off, more for cinematics. But the first 2 just nailed them. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the hell happened? You know what I mean? Normally, I'd yell at him for reloading his kit, but I mean, they're about to get like every RFHS, AFRF primary in the book, so it doesn't really matter to me. Plus, he's using an M14 with Stinger rockets and a scope that, again, they're about to get, so it doesn't matter to me. And even if they didn't, I think there's still spares in those boxes, so it doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, they found your body, and now they're coming back for you more. They're coming back to base, Morris. Had you respawned, I would have put you back there, and then you could have, like, run up to them in time for that, but, you know, now it's a little too late, so we're just having to drive back. They did go back for you. They did get your body. They got the Stinger off of you, so. They at least went back. There's some people that would just keep on going.
Ness, this is Hornet on Freak 30.
Hornet, this is Ness. Send message.
Be advised, we're coming in from your east in a captured enemy truck.
Alright. Most of the guerrillas aren't in this area. They're out taking some small villages to the north, so I'll tell the few that are here not to shoot you. Over.
Roger, thanks.
Thanks. The slight sarcasm in his voice always gets me. Yeah, they did. I will admit, I did tell everyone to go to Pigeon Hunter's stream and ask, where the Morris at? Where's the Morris? What happened to the Morris? So what is that? Oh, yeah, so that's the special weapons crate and the ammo crate. So it wasn't the full-on ammunition crate, but I'll keep copy of those for the arsenal next time. But yeah, I think this was meant to be one of the most intense, but also one of the quicker missions in the campaign, if not the quickest, because it's simply go to an airstrike, chopper and go. How difficult you make it depends on how well you bypass the AI. And today they just were able to bypass all the patrols, and that was that.
I was gonna say, find the nearest road coal.
What up?
Short, sweet, to the point. Mission accomplished.
Yep. So feel free to save your kits. The 2 boxes you had will be available next time for stuff if you want to pull from them. And it'll be available for a few more missions before we claim it's all been used up. And I'll index the server in a few minutes. Reason that was short was because you bypassed 90% of the patrols out there. You ran into the perimeter one. They then tried to chase you. You were able to outrun them, get right to the crash site, take everything you needed, and get out before massive amounts of QRF showed up because the AI do not like moving in this jungle.
I have a...
And you survived being enveloped, which was awesome.
I did not want to get enveloped.
Didn't want to die.
Also, your shots on the helicopters today were, I think, some of the best out of this campaign, especially compared to last week.
Did my 240 get that last one?
So the one that landed right next to 3 people, yeah, you shot out the pilots. I was RCing one of the gunners, switching back and forth, and I landed right in front of you, wondering why we were going down. Thought the AI was going for a low pass. No, you killed him. And then I bailed out, and you blew my face off.
I was looking at it. I was like, it's getting closer. It's not just the optic.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good. Definitely much better than last week.
How many Stinger rounds do we still have? Because I still have mine.
2,
I got
maybe?
one.
So
I gave
4?
both of mine to
So
Morris.
it would have been just the 2.
Okay.
So I know out of the
You want this night sight?
5 helicopters, you AT'd
Sure.
the first one,
The one that
you
was on the
Stingered,
right?
I think 2 or 3, and then you shot the pilot out of the
Oh,
5th.
nice.
Turn around.
Oh yeah, how'd you
Yeah,
die?
the gunners popped out at the end and started shooting at us. So it was crazy.
One of them was me. How he died, so out of that whole scenario, the other truck with the stash, there were some remnants of a squad trying to move back in from an angle you already cleared. There was one guy there with the truck. The AI walked up, tapped him. I then RC'd one. I was RC'ing one of the AI, let the AI kill him. You got him back up. I forget who it was. I then got in the truck, pulled out the ammo crate, pulled out an RPG, tried to shoot someone, had no ammo, reloaded. One of you commented that you heard me reloading, so I pulled back a little bit, blew up the truck. I then put 3 shots in Morrison's direction, and one of them hit him in the back of the head, and no one found him. And this was from like 100 meters away, so I don't even know how I hit him, but sometimes my spray is just lucky.
I started treating Perky, all of a sudden I hear the reload, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? He's like, oh, we just got the guy. I'm like, no, pretty sure it wasn't. Then the truck blew up.
Yeah, nonetheless, hope you had fun. Next week, hopefully, will be New Horizons next phase, because I'm about 80% done with that. I just wanted to give it more polish, because there's a cool new faction I'm working on that you guys will meet.
Cool. Nice.
All right. I'm probably just going to chill. If I feel like streaming DayZ in a bit, I will put the stream back up. Otherwise, officially, this is it for me. So thanks so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. And thanks so much for joining me. And I'll see you tomorrow for round 2, Friday Night Fights versus OFCRA. Pog is going to be on the ground, and TMTM is going to be on the ground. Cheers.